I've decided that it is time for romance for my not-so-berry family. Alright, so Ashlyn has been single for quite some time, widowed by the unfortunate early death of her husband, and I think she's just reached the point that she's feeling a bit lonely and would like to actually explore dating. So she did what she said she'd never do. She created a new profile on Cupid's Corner, and she took a very awkward picture. I hate to say it, but this was the least awkward of the choices we had, and we've kind of set things up, and we're going to check out her matches. Alright, so there is Freddie from Henford on Bagley. He is jealous and non-committal, which makes him just the best catch for someone looking for romance. Not really. And then we have the loner, clumsy Glenn from Innis Green. He's kind of a new one to the mix. A possibility, but I don't know that loner's going to work out so well, and someone clumsy with an athlete doesn't seem like the greatest idea. We have Neelish from Brindleton Bay. He's cringe and sassy. Someone a little sassy could be exactly what Ashlyn needs. We'll have to excuse the fact that he's cringe. We all have our moments. There is actually the quite good-looking Hiroshi. He looks young for an elder, but he's gloomy and nosy. And he's from Strangerville. He's got a lot going against him, but, I'm kind of digging the whole gray thing he's got going, which kind of fits Ashlyn's vibe. Matthew from Windenburg, creative and self-absorbed. I don't know that self-absorbed is the kind of person that she would be into, especially someone who can openly admit he's self-absorbed. And then there's Jackie, the genius who's chased by death. Yeah. Great options here, really. I think we're gonna go ahead and like Hiroshi, and I think we'll like Neelish. I think the others I'm not so keen on. And I think we're going to try, well, first we're just going to add them both to our contacts. She wants to keep her options open. It's not like she's settling down right now. But we're going to go ahead and create a date with Hiroshi. Hiroshi didn't pick up the phone. Some Sims need to sleep. Some Sims also work third shift and don't stick to such a, set thing. But we'll check on it later. Fair enough. It was pretty early in the morning to decide to do this. But she's also not the only one that needs to kind of seek out romance a little bit, because we have completed the previous step of this aspiration. So we have our new tasks here for Amber: ask a sim out on a date 5 times, start a fight, and summon an urban myth twice. I have never done this. I know that it's possible from looking here at how to do it. I've just never done it. But now we have talked about the fact that she has romantic interest in Antonio, and that's all well and good. But I also feel like Amber's not the type to just fully admit that she is, crazy about someone. So she's going to kind of date around and explore and try to ignore those feelings because she doesn't want to settle down. She's, just too free-spirited and too cool, too, Amber to just settle down. And we have come to Amber's hearing. I wasn't expecting that to come up, but I'm glad that it finally did. Amber's hearing will begin in about an hour. She must get to the courthouse no later than 8:30 a.m. Go to the juvenile court hearing by clicking on the sim or on the phone under the general pie menu after 7:30. Alright, so she's a little hungry, so we're going to get something to eat. Try to make sure she's in a good mood before everything goes down. Alright, I think she's going to go ahead and bring everyone with her. And just for the record, I didn't have to actually click on anything. This popped up automatically. She is highly confident, but she is dealing with a lot of emotions, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. But it does say Amber's juvenile court hearing has commenced. The judge will hear the case. The current charges against Amber brought forth for the court consideration at today's hearing are as follows. Criminal mischief. Juvenile court hearing ruling. The Honorable Judge has presided over the case and heard from witnesses, the prosecution, and the defense. The judge has issued a final ruling. The judge has found Amber not delinquent and has dropped all charges. The case has been dismissed and Amber is free to go. I guess it really did pay to have that good lawyer, because we all know she was most definitely guilty. Stroke of luck from the hearing ruling. Amber is so grateful that the judge took a more lenient view of the situation, and the ruling was nowhere as bad as it could have been. Alright, and somehow Kaye is the one feeling all the emotions here. Kaye feels just terrible that their teen had to go through the juvenile justice system, but hopes this will help them turn things around. I can kind of see that, though. She's kind of got a problem with the whole situation. She's frustrated with her, and just wants everything to just settle down. And so it makes some sense. I also just realized she had, at some point, some kind of romantic relationship with Todd. When did you even meet Todd? Alright, we're gonna try that date again. She's feeling in love right now, feeling flirty, marital bliss from recalling old times. Yeah, I'm not even gonna question how all that goes, but we are going to go on a get-to-know-you date, and I think we're gonna skip bringing guests along. We're just gonna randomize to find out what we're going to do. Okay, play video games, food, gardening, save the moment, and sing. Alright, so Amber arrived here and met up with Hiroshi. Unfortunately, the power is out here, so there are no services available. They cannot even play video games upstairs. It's actually a really nice cafe, but nobody's here because of the storm. And they have no access to the TVs that are available because of no power. So I think they're going to have to try to focus on just socializing, getting to know each other, maybe talk a bit about video games. It seems to be something that they might both enjoy. So we're going to do a little discuss healthy relationships. Now she's been around a bit. Nope, sorry, we don't have time right now. We're on a date. Sorry, kiddo. But she's been around, she's doesn't have time to just beat around the bush here. She wants to get right into it, be like, okay, so this is how I feel about relationships. This is what I'm looking for. You can take it or leave it, They're both elders, so we're gonna have a few elder-related type, conversations with each other. Tell him an outrageous story. He looks very annoyed about being here. I don't know what his issue is, but let's see. Date actions. Yeah, we're not gonna end it just yet. I think we might be able to salvage this. Maybe? I don't know. It's feeling pretty grim at the moment, but share your soul's journey, Again, she's been around the block. She knows what she wants. She has a lot to share and tell him. Practice fighting, no. Let's see. Maybe a bit about interests. Discuss color theory. I feel like that's not necessarily something oh, why do you have to stand up to reminisce about life? I feel like you should be able to sit down and do that. Ask to be Snow Bro? I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Or I have, and I've just completely forgotten about it, but we're gonna talk about epic gaming session. I'm afraid if I choose that, she's going to go out in the snow, and I'm not 100% sure that that's a great idea right now. Oh, Hiroshi has a singing skill. Singing is a big thing in this family. Has been for a while. They've had karaoke nights and all that, so that's very much something that I could see being something she would agree with or be interested in. Let's see, what else do we know about your nosy and gloomy? That explains the negatives. Oh, he has the wellness skill. This is something that she's been kind of wanting to explore. We're gonna... Yeah, why are you being such a pest right now? I feel like Phoenix doesn't like the fact that Grandma's going on a date. Alright, talk about cooking. Oh, you want to sing? Well, we don't have any place specifically to sing, so maybe we're just going to sing a little theater drama song for him. You know, he did say he likes singing, so she's gonna share that. I wonder how long the power is going to be out. Suspicious blackout. Coincidence? Ashlyn thinks not. First, the government turns off the power. Next, they roll out the mind-controlled drones. Classic. Oh no, she's falling for conspiracy theories. You know, their socializing is up and down. I think mostly they're having a good time. I don't think he enjoys her singing. I don't know, I don't think the gloomy thing is gonna work out so well for her. I think we're going to end the date abruptly. I think she, like I said, she knows what she wants, and I don't think she wants this. Just as I say that, he starts to actually look like he's enjoying it. Oh my goodness, you know, my grandson keeps calling. I really have to go. It's so unfortunate. Ugh, she's like, this could have gone better. The power outage probably should have clued me in. Should have just taken that as a sign. She's not one to give up, though. So, she's gonna contact Neelish. And, oh, kicking back. Yeah, you know, this is a confident woman right here. So what are we gonna do with Neelish? Socialize, sing, gardening, board games, and fishing. Okay, I think board games are available at the one library, so that might be a good place for us to head. I think they might have also had board games here. Singing might not be an option, though. I think the nightclub also had them. I mean, it's only 4 p.m., but let's give that a try. Well, it's good to see Neelish dressed up for the occasion. Let's discuss the latest games. I don't know why. I don't think... Well, the board game thing. Wasn't there that board game up here? Yeah, I wonder if this counts. Play thumbs up. You're not close enough to play. You're literally... Phoenix, my dude? You go ahead. You can build all the friendships you want. But please stop interrupting our dates. Alright. We're going to tell him an unbelievable story. Talk about, oh my goodness, you would not believe the awful dates I have been on lately. It's just, oh, it's so embarrassing. Oh, apparently he doesn't like hearing about our past dates. Fair enough, you know, I probably wouldn't want to hear about someone's past dates on a date either. Okay, talk about gardening. I don't know when she developed an interest in gardening, but apparently this is her thing now. And apparently she wants to talk about fishing as well. So we'll go ahead and talk about the best fishing spots. And she wants to sing again. She's very much into singing. Can you sing? Oh yeah, you don't have enough skill for that. Do we happen to have... I wish there was a microphone around here someplace. Maybe we can just get you to both go sit here. You know, I feel like this dating thing, not going so well. I feel like he's not putting a whole lot of effort into this, but maybe now that he's here, we can play this game with him. Maybe if we get to just know him a little bit, it'll work out better. Believe it or not, this is like the first time I've ever actually had my Sims play either of these games. Okay, I mean, I feel like thumbs up players learn the following about Neelish while playing the game. He's stubborn. Great. We have just really done a great job of picking these guys. Also, the talk about gardening didn't work because they came up here. We're just on a roll with this date for sure. It's official. She is bored from this date. Being a bit of an energetic sim, she doesn't exactly enjoy just sitting here. She wants to do some stuff. So she's talking to him about gardening, talking about like fishing, that sort of thing. And, well, she just pretty much refuses to do any of the activities. Why don't we smoothly apologize? I'm not exactly sure what we did to upset him, he does not seem to like talking about much of anything. Joke about body hair? Tell him a funny story? Okay, pretty much everything she says to him, she'll get a positive reaction, and then the next thing will be a negative, and then it'll be a positive, and then a negative. I don't know what the deal is. He seems at least happier than the last guy did, but I don't know. She's just not feeling this either. I mean, as you can see, the conversation is apparently offensive. And she is bored out of her mind. And I think with that, it's another date that's getting ended. Where is her grandson when she needs someone to call? Well, that is about as much as we could have expected out of that, I guess. Let's see, does anyone have some food around here? Because she is hungry. Alright, she's heading over here to grab a little something to eat. And, I don't know. I think her dating life might have just ended already. Alright, and now Amber is asking her friend Cyril about some college parties, seeing if maybe there's something interesting going on. And, you're in winter session. What are you talking about? You don't get breaks from school because you barely ever attended as it is. No college parties happening tonight. What a bummer. Well, she's bored anyway, so she's going to see if maybe he wants to go on a date with her. If Kaye would stop talking to her. He didn't pick up the phone. What teen goes to bed at 11:30? None. Like, even when they're supposed to, they don't. Well, she's feeling really just, like, moody now because she can't find anything to do. She's bored, so she's just gonna kind of start a fight with her, just jeer at her, and just be generally kind of a butthead. Oh, Kaye's had enough. She's just like, knock it off. We're gonna shove her probably a couple times. She likes discussing interests. Sure, you can, but I don't think she's the one you want to be discussing them with. Act tough. I really think she can't actually have a fight with her, which seems really silly. I'm sorry, but like, yeah, you can have a distant. That makes sense for the two of you. Do we need to find a teen for her to pick on? What if we start our group? We're gonna gather at the park where they like to gather. Alright, so whichever one she has the lowest relationship with. I think it's Joel. Could be Melissa. Okay, Joel we have a 17. Melissa is 13. Alright, so Melissa, sorry, but you are our new enemy. It's unfortunate. You seem kind of cool. But I kind of want to see if we can pick a fight with you. We're going to tease you. Okay, I mean, the whole idea is, part of the club is that they're mean to people. And they're just, yeah, rude in general. So, it's not surprising, but, okay. Prank you, we'll flick your nose. Yeah, just, the thing is, I don't know that they're actually going to become, like, very negative because of the fact that that's kind of the idea of the group, is to, you know, cause trouble and prank and pick on each other, and somehow Ashlyn is skiing right now. You know, she really needs to be more careful. She is an elder. I realize that she's a very physically fit elder, but, you know, it might be a good idea if she just cools it a little bit. Alright, we're gonna imply her mother is a llama. She's just trying to, like, hide behind the others. I think she knows that, you know, Amber can be a bit intense. We're gonna argue about school. Melissa's probably like, you know, it's not like you know what school is. You're never there. We're gonna act tough. She's trying to get around everybody to get in there and shout forbidden words at her. It doesn't carry the same weight, I think, when you're, like, sitting down next to her like this. We're gonna act tough. She's feeling silly, despite the fact we just keep screaming at her. Question her anger. Yeah, why are you angry with me? I'm only screaming in your face. What's your problem? Argue about music now, because we're just gonna get into silly arguments at this point. She looks pretty calm about the fact that we're just completely ripping into her. Amber has learned Melissa is also evil. Well, that explains a few things. I feel like Amber does not like the competition. Her baddest of the bad. Ask Melissa what her problem is. Again, couldn't possibly be because we just instigated a fight with you for no reason whatsoever. But what's your problem? Oh, there we go. We can finally have a fight. This is what we were aiming for. Partly because I needed to start a fight. Oh, there they go. Just let me stew in my bitterness in peace. Some things are hard to forget or forgive, okay? I like how you're fighting outside of the fight circle. It's pretty funny, actually. Well, I mean, Amber might end up in a viral video for all the wrong reasons if she doesn't improve her conflict resolution. Time to dial down the argumentative streak, Amber. And they now despise each other. Yeah, not surprised. Can we actually officially declare you an enemy? Despite the fact that you're literally in our club. Alright, we're gonna declare you an enemy. Delicious drama. Watching a disliked sim fume with rage is satisfying to Amber. Alright, and they are now enemies. Okay, wait, I think you run this club, so you probably could kick her out of it. Which honestly is kind of silly because she's, you know, basically doing exactly what you expect this club to do, but you're just gonna kick her out because you don't like her, you know? Fair enough. Oh, look at, oh my goodness, we did do some damage, didn't we? Yikes. Amber came out of this without a scratch. I mean, you're very upset about getting kicked out of this club, considering the person who runs it just beat the crap out of you. What is she crying for? What, like, you did it all. Oh, you're from losing an argument. But missing your furry friend. This one keeps popping up on every one of my Sims. And she's having a mood swing because she's having a breakout. Probably because she's tired and she just beat someone up, but, you know, whatever. Okay, and also under the, deception, I think it was, we have this whole urban myth thing. But as far as I understand, our mischief level needs to be at 8 before we can do that. It is 6 a.m. and we have school. We probably should, end the gathering and get home. I don't even think she's going to get enough sleep. We do have room for another sim. I think they all have to have a mischief skill in order. I think that's how we set it up. We'll add Abby to the group. We've sent Amber to school for another day of not doing what she's supposed to. I think, well, let's see, all the toilets have been pranked. I don't think this is open, so we'll have to grab something over here. I think she's going to go ahead and shake that. See if she can get anything out of it. She said from being on the edge of a breakout, she's probably going to want some chocolate. And then yeah, that'll totally help the breakout. And then she'll probably head into a bathroom and try to work on cleaning up her face. You know, she was forced to come to school today. She really didn't want to. But, yeah, Grandma made her, and, oh, hello. Hello, Courtney. We would like to chat with you. How about we do a friendly introduction? You know, because you're... Hey, there we go. We actually got something out of the vending machine. A pepperoni pizza roll-up. Ooh, and a drink. You know, we always do get a drink and something else, so It worked out pretty well for us. Dude, you might want to try some shoes. Maybe this is your thing, though. You know, maybe you're... Is she laughing at him? Like, you're not wearing any shoes. What is your problem? You're funny. Okay, let's, assert correctness? I don't know why we would feel the need to do that, but we're going to... Oh, that was probably not the kind of, thing we were trying to do. We're gonna boast about messing around. We are not attending class. We don't attend class. Who are we kidding? No, we're gonna kind of drag Courtney here into a little bit of our trouble. Why do I keep wanting to go into deep thoughts today? We are going to discuss fitness techniques for some reason. Hello, George? Stoner? Yeah. We probably want to talk to you too. We're going to do a funny introduction to you. And we are going to... What did we... Oh, okay, so you like us. Oh, tomorrow's Winterfest. This one particular exception error keeps coming up and it's driving me crazy. And even with no mods in, it was coming up. So I have no idea what's causing it. Okay, okay, dude, chill. Alright, so we're gonna be friendly. We are going to discuss, game strategy. Oh, crap. Well, how come you're yelling at us and not the other two out here? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's about time everybody else gets in trouble, too. I mean, it's funny. No, you're not gonna beg her. Oh, I suppose. I could see you trying to talk your way out of it. Wait, did you just beg him to... What the... I don't want to hear your excuses. We're one wrong move from being expelled. Do you think we can get it? It would be officially the first student I think I've ever gotten. Why do I keep going in deep thoughts? Ask to join the Nerd Brains? Compliment his outfit. We are totally not going to class. Whatever this teacher or principal wants from us. Not happening. She is just wandering around screaming at everyone. We are causing so much trouble around here. It's fantastic. Alright, discuss our interests. And you might want to actually eat something here. Be friendly with a faculty member and serve detention. Oh wait, it's lunchtime. Perhaps someone will actually come and work today? Why are we crying? Why are we edge of a breakout? That mood swing is really gonna get you, isn't it? Why don't we head over to the bathroom and clean up our face? Amber's going through a phase. She will pick up an instrument any chance she gets, yell often, and turn all radios up to 11. Oh, you already concealed your acne? You did not conceal your acne. I have a feeling it did not work very well. From getting caught, awkward encounter, presents tomorrow because it's Winterfest tomorrow. I love that she thinks she's going to get presents. Okay. I do have a mod that's supposed to be, like, giving extra for all of the stuff here, and I think it's actually just kind of keeping things from loading like they're supposed to. So I'm gonna probably need to remove that. And we're gonna eat and drink this stuff that I'm sure is really great for our acne. And I have a feeling, yeah, we're probably going to skip detention also. Okay, it's silly, but she's going to go ahead and try to swipe some of this stuff. There we go. And she's gonna finish eating that pepperoni pizza roll-up. And she's feeling tired, so I think she's just gonna go ahead and take a nap. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and leave, even though we're supposed to be serving detention now. And it says, note that ending the day early will result in a penalty. We're kind of counting on that. Amber is done with school for the day. She's doing satisfactory work, somehow. Even though she's never attended class and never done any homework. But her teachers at Copperdale High think she could easily improve with just a little bit of extra effort. Alright, she's just gonna head in, listen to some loud music, and basically, you know, not do anything she's supposed to be doing. Probably won't mention to her grandma that she kind of got in some trouble today. Hey, I'd love for you to come visit for some family time. What do you say? Sure. Just give me an hour and head over. Alright. We'll do that. You know, it has been a while since we checked in over that way. Completely forgot that he was at university. Alright, so we came over here to just hang out with him. We're going to express our hopes for his future. Kaye is going to go ahead and brighten his day, discuss the latest books and such, favorite bands, all of that. And Amber is going to head inside and try to find something to swipe because that's who she is. We'll head up here. Let's see, is this... Okay, we can't swipe something like that. No, not the pillow. Can we... Look, research how to become a fairy? No. Let's just... Yeah, I don't know if I want the backpack, but I like to think that there's something in the backpack, so she's just swiping the whole thing. Alright, there we go. We successfully swiped that. And I'm pretty sure we have a cooldown now, so... Yeah, the cooldown, I don't know. I understand the reasoning for it. You know, so you're not just swiping everything and building your skills up real quickly. But it is a little kind of like, is that really necessary? She could have actually swiped one of the laptops. I would have never expected that, to be honest. I do think she's going to try... Oh, I'm afraid to clog drains. But I also want her mischief skill to get up. But every time she clogs a drain, we end up getting in legal trouble. I don't know how easy they'd be on her if she keeps getting in legal trouble. But we're definitely going to work our way around here with her and at least clog some toilets. Okay, amazingly, she didn't get in trouble that time. I'm not going to push my luck too much, but we're at least going to prank all of the toilets, because she'll find that funny as heck. Nearly forgot it's Winterfest Eve. Okay, so I'm going to have you, like, do some cleaning or something to help out, and that will be... I don't know, like, can we... Yeah, we can't even empty the trash or clean anything. We might have to wait until we're home, because things in here are literally sparkling spotless. Which is amazing for a dorm space. Well, look at that. You went and pranked all the toilets, and now you have no place to go to the bathroom. Oh, Amber just came here to confront her about a secret? I don't know what that actually means. I forgot that she did learn a secret about her, but it's just an awkward encounter kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again and see if we actually see anything from it. Yeah, it's just like a... I feel like there should be more to this. Okay, now that the secret is known, Amber can choose to inform Ashlyn that she will hold on to that secret forever, or blackmail her to keep the secret for cold, hard simoleons. Oh, brutal. Yeah, you know what? She is evil, and it seems awful, but blackmailing her own grandmother? Yeah. Oh, and she's become strict? Yeah, their relationship is starting to suffer, for sure. I mean, I don't know what the point in that was, because they live in the same household, so they literally just exchange money between themselves, but... Oh, she ordered a pizza. They came without it, I guess. It's apparently outside somewhere. Oh, it's over here. Lucrative arrangement. It might be wrong, but the simoleons feel so right. Yeah, I hope that pizza tastes really good, because you just destroyed your relationship with your grandmother for it. Oh no. I knew she was an elder, and I knew she was obsessed with the working out, but I didn't really... It said she was dangerously tired. I should have made her stop. What? And it's just bouncing all over whenever I try to focus on her. What is... She was so tired. Why was she working out? Not Ashlyn. She had days to go yet. I can't plead. Okay, I think for the first time, I am going to have her rebirth. This is the first time I've done something like this. And yes, I'm going to have her rebirth now. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I've never done it. I think I'm going to have her rebirth into our home. But she's going to be like Kaye's daughter. Alright, so this would be little Ashlyn. I think, yeah, path to rebirth. Well, it disappeared now. That was weird. Okay, so we're gonna give her a quick little makeover. I think this time she gets to live life with a little bit of color. Alright, and here is Ashlyn. Technically rebirthed, but we'll say that Kaye named her new child after Ashlyn. And for her trait, we're going to randomize. She's intense. You know, I feel like that actually makes some sense. That someone who has come back would be intense. And we will list Kaye as her mother. And I feel like they'll be very close right from the start. Amber, I think, is going to be distant just because it's someone else getting the attention. We're not even going to try to explain how it is Kaye suddenly just had a child. You know, it just is. Maybe she was pregnant and didn't know it, even though she's never been in a relationship. And I'm going to admit it, we all know that the relationship between Kaye and Amber is complete trash. They just do not get along at all. And, you know, with Ashlyn dying rather suddenly, she hadn't had time to update her will or anything like that. So there was no opportunity for her to leave the new store, to Amber, any of that. Everything was left to Kaye. Kaye was the one that was still here at home, and she just kind of left it all to her. The rest of her kids had all settled into lives outside, and really just, she didn't feel like they needed this home. And yeah, well, Kaye doesn't like Amber. Kaye never liked that Amber was here. So Kaye is going to be kicking Amber out of the house. And Kaye is going to be very happy to be doing that, but Amber is going to be very sad. Amber doesn't feel like she can go back to her family because she kind of feels like they abandoned her and let her go. So even though her family still very much loves her and would very much welcome her back, Amber's going to be heading out on her own, and we'll explore that in the next episode. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a day full of purrs, whimsy, and wonder. Stay cozy, stay kind, and don't forget to paw that like button if you enjoyed curling up here today.